Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil and it's time to talk Person of Interest. We've only seen a couple of episodes so far, but this being a network show, we've got a pretty good idea what the format of the week is going to be, at least for the first while, until the network's comfortable that it's found an audience. So we're going to get our Person of Interest of the week. We're not going to know whether they're a good guy, a bad guy, a victim, or a criminal. And it'll be a bit of a little mystery every week. But we've also been starting to get a little bit of the backstory. We're flashing back to the early days of this machine that Finch built. And we've met his sort of ex-partner, the face of the company, who's now presumed dead. There's a lot of people who are presumed dead on this show, or actually dead. I guess the face of the company, as far as we know, he actually died about a year ago. We know Finch is presumed dead. We also know that Reese is presumed dead. So sooner or later, I imagine we're going to learn those stories about how they, quote, died. And yeah, what's the intrigue in those stories? It's going to be something related to the plot of the show itself. But I'm curious to see when we get that, and when we do get it, what it's all about. We're also probably going to have to learn about how the woman Reese was in love with died. We're going to have to learn about who Finch lost that's motivated him to go after these, quote, irrelevant cases. So there's lots of questions. There's lots of stuff that is designed to get us curious, and it's working. So that's everything you're supposed to expect from a new TV show in the first couple of episodes. Stir up the curiosity, get people wanting to tune back in for another episode to maybe get an answer or two. So that's where I'm at right now. I want an answer or two, but I'm willing to wait if the story to get there is a good one. So let's jump into it, guys. This is episode 3 of season 1 of Person of Interest, and it's called Mission Creep.
But I needed a partner. Someone with the skills to intervene.
His status is missing, not dead. Interesting.
If your number's up, we'll find you.
And his social security number is redacted, if we're going to trust those opening credits.
His name's Joey Durbin, a soldier in the 107th Infantry, just back from Afghanistan.
Army Commendation Medal. Purple Heart.
Dorman?
I was a fighter.
Just like you.
Clone his phone for voice and text. I'll start following him. And, Finch, if you're gonna work all night, you should try getting some exercise. Robbie, I gotta take off early.
Interesting text. That was
Joey's
weird.
engaged to a girl named Pia Moresco. She waited 6 years for him while he was deployed.
Is there a problem?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Working out.
I thought you said you'd never lie to me.
Oh, there was a handoff.
Down, you! Open the door, now! Go! Get down!
All right, he's a bank robber.
Wrap it up! 10 seconds, Sierra, move! Sierra, move!
It's a street address for a bank.
No kidding, Finch. What I said about our guy being boring, I take it back.
All right, he's a bank robber. Oh, and we're going back 5 years? Are we saying this is 2011?
John, I didn't know you were back from over there.
Jessica,
Okay, she's still alive.
hang on. He's meeting someone.
Not his fiance?
He's giving her something. A lot of money.
Are these, like, widows of soldiers he served with, or something along those lines? Is he doing it for noble reasons?
Bank robber and a cheat.
Unlikely to have a happy ending.
These guys are organized and ultra cautious. No unnecessary contact.
Thanks.
Hang on.
Oh, payoff from the cabbie?
The cabbie was at the bank.
Driver's name is Willis, also an ex-soldier in the 107th Infantry. Before he dropped the cash off with Joey, Willis stopped at a bar in Coney Island called the Green Zone. Bar is owned by former Master Sergeant Sam Latimer.
107.
I think you just found the gang's ringleader. I need you to create a vacancy for me with the gang.
I'll get on that too.
Create a vacancy? So get one of them arrested or killed?
Got some experience you could use. Skills.
What kind of skills?
You have a 45 under the counter, a shotgun next to the register, and I can get to them both before you.
I'll call around.
Thanks.
Let me get my case out of the trunk.
Oh, we're gonna eliminate him somehow. What's he leaving behind? Drug bust?
We got weapons here. Shotgun, submachine gun. I don't know anything about those. Those are not mine.
You Carter?
Yeah.
Carter. Gotta remember her name.
I hear you chasing after some mysterious special forces guy. His prince showed up on a bank job yesterday.
He was just a victim?
See that guard there? Tries to be a hero.
Oh, okay. Oh. They know how to handle themselves. I'm not worried, though. This is them just testing him, getting him somewhere private.
I thought Latimer wanted you to meet me. He also told us to put a bullet in your head if we didn't like you, and right now we don't.
You don't trust me, fine. But the 107 trusted me back in 05 in Tikrit, and I trusted them.
You don't call us. We call you.
Okay.
So you think Joey's the target? Then who's gunning for him? Do we even know why he's such a mess?
Not every ex-soldier meets a reclusive billionaire.
Where's your uniform?
I got a new job.
I'm moving back east next month. His name's Peter.
So he was gonna quit, but 9/11 brought him back in.
He's a lucky guy.
That was the end of them.
It was easier for you to be alone.
That's one of the things you learn over there. In the end, we're all alone.
It's always four-armed men. They haven't killed anyone. They haven't even hurt anyone. In and out in 60 seconds, every time.
Fort Drum reported the theft of a radio package 6 months ago. Cross-check guys resident in New York who left the service out of Fort Drum in the last 6 months. 12 robberies. You must have some physical descriptions.
Okay, this is the woman he gave the money to. Ex-wife? No, I still think this is like the widow. No, I think this is a widow of someone else.
Finally, I come home, and there's nothing. There's no money, no jobs. Bankers gone and lost it all, robbed the country blind. It's like, what the hell are we fighting for, you know?
Guys like you gotta adapt. It's the knowledge economy now. Time to use this, my friend.
Okay.
Is that why Strauss is so jumpy? You'd be jumpy too, you got blown up twice. Listen, man, I gotta get to work.
Jeez.
Wait for the call.
People I owe, they're gonna take away my mom's apartment. They said one of the papers I signed, it gives them the right.
Yeah, and I told you to stay away from the shop.
Yeah, well, I didn't have much choice then, did I? I need more money.
You remember Danny Platt, Manny Santos? Guys worked hard, did what they were told, and now they're enjoying their retirement.
Say we take casualties.
Oh.
Still the same split, right?
But you guys are gonna make it out.
He's gonna take it out of the other, take out another guy or two. So more of the 200's his.
Teddy Dalloway, 6'2", 220 pounds, discharged from the Army 5 months ago. A big guy, but that's not what gave him away.
Tattoo.
He's left-handed. Look, if Teddy makes a move, you call me. I don't care what time.
Just got the call. Gang's picking me up. I get told the target en route.
You're not going in with them.
I gotta watch Joey's back. I'll keep the line open. Monitor the police band for me.
Tracked Teddy Dalloway's GPS. He left Brooklyn 20 minutes ago in some kind of vehicle. We did 3 pickups.
It's a gang. Know where they're heading?
Somewhere around here.
Dispatch just received a backup call for that address.
We gotta move out. The cops are coming.
How the hell do you know?
Police band. They have our address.
We gotta move. Leave the money. I'm not going.
Leave the money. We gotta move.
No way.
Now!
I don't hear any damn cops. We left like 100 grand up there.
You hear him now, Strop?
Somebody move!
Ghosts.
You gotta give us another chance, all right?
Okay, one more. The big one.
Can you tell me what it is?
And keep an eye on the new guy. You might need him going in. Not sure you're gonna need him coming out.
Let me talk to Joey first.
To what end?
I want to find out what his guilt trip is. Try to cure him of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that mother and child aren't his. They're like his best friend's widow and...
Daddy was called Frank Stevens.
Was.
Killed in Afghanistan, 107th. Same unit as Joey.
Your obligation. What is that? You leave someone behind?
Friend. Took my place on patrol. Got killed. IED rips him to pieces in the seat I should have been sitting in.
So that's your dad? You tell anyone else?
Nah, not even my girlfriend.
You're still fighting the war. She's still waiting.
And she's done. I'm with her completely.
Be with her now. Don't do the job.
Well,
Theo, right?
Yeah. You're a friend of Joey's?
He's crazy about you, you know that.
It's funny how his friends know more about what he's feeling than I do.
Oh, you know, Joey's...
Sorry. Shouldn't go crying all over the customers.
No, it's all right. Plenty more fish in the sea.
No, I'm stuck with him. Loved him since I was so high.
Get anywhere with your friend Joey?
No. Can't cure someone of guilt. As soon as I find out what the next job is, go ahead and call the cops.
You did what you could.
Yep.
yeah.
Manny Santos, Danny Platt, both murdered.
They're the ones that are supposed to have gotten out and are enjoying fun in the sun, right?
One of the radios stolen from Fort Drum. It means Santos and Platt were robbers, too. It explains why your gang keeps going. Once they've done 4 or 5 jobs, someone bumps them off, recruits some new suckers.
But who?
Okay, so it all
They
comes
have the
down to
target,
this
sir.
thing.
Long-term evidence lockup under Center Street.
One item only, easily concealed, so even you Boy Scouts won't make me leave it behind.
Yeah, what is it? Bonds, jewelry?
Don't know, don't care, but it's worth 400 grand.
Boss says
no loose ends. Understood?
It's a setup.
Understood.
There's
Team's
not
backing
nothing,
up anyway. It's time to refresh.
nothing to steal at all.
Cell phones, pages, in here. Come on.
They still got pagers in 2012?
Even your sneaky little earwig.
Uh-oh.
Get up! Get up! Right now! Get up! Put your hands behind your back. Move!
Some probate issues on the Ullman estate.
Hands in the air! This is a robbery! Get out here now! Now! Move! Move it! You two! Go! Go! Go!
8257.
What's the item?
I said, stop looking at me.
Latimer set you up. It's a trap.
Latimer screwed us. We've got to get out of here.
Don't you pull that crap again. Got it!
Elias.
This is a trap.
How do you know? Maybe you're the trap.
Let's move.
Someone's gonna get shot in a second here.
Take him to the van. I'll cover you.
There you go.
Did you get it?
He's about to get shot.
Run!
None of them
That
checked
weapon won't fire.
their clips.
Latimer must have ground down the firing pins. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so they've got loaded clips. Just, jeez. Check them for a pulse. Come on, be a proper cop.
Gotta get out of the city. Go south or west. It's a couple of grand to keep you going. I have someone here. You stay here and you'll be looking at it from behind bars for 20 years. Call her and ask her to go with you. She loves you, Joey. Just tell her it's gonna be you and her now.
Can you hear me? I think you can.
Oh, this is fun.
Hiding in plain sight.
You could always stop looking for me.
Not an option. Playing a dangerous game. And I'm not sure I understand why.
I've got my reasons.
Sooner or later, I lock you up. Or find you bleeding out somewhere.
I will take my chances.
Oh. Does he know her from Adam? So what did they end up stealing?
Looks like this is all he took.
Okay. Elias. Am I supposed to know that name?
He paid his dues. Deserved a second chance.
Then are we done?
Not quite.
No, we still got to take out the ringleader.
I hope that's what you wanted.
Okay, so he's getting a killer off by stealing the evidence. And he's dead now. Yep.
Someone got here first.
Elias, that mean anything to you?
No. I'd better look into it.
All right. Straight to Phoenix. Is she gonna show up? There she is. Nicest dressed couple on a cross-country bus trip in America ever.
In the end, we're all alone. And no one's coming to save you.
Keep going over this dialogue. Multiple
You don't believe that. Tell me to wait for you and say those words and I will.
You're already engaged, lady.
It would take real courage, wouldn't it?
Wait for me.
Too late. Too late. Too late.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Nope, we're not going to look at next episode. All right, these are fun episodes. They're familiar tropes to a degree, you know, the honor among thieves, the soldiers doing good by their fallen comrades, all of that sort of stuff. But I like the extra spin we're putting on it. That final heist was for incriminating evidence for some killer out there, presumably named M. Elias, unless that's the victim's name from the case. But there's a killer out there, and he's eliminating ties as well. He killed the ringleader of this group of robbers, and we have our cop who's actively pursuing our guy. It's interesting because she has a good idea about him. She doesn't think he's the killer. She doesn't think he's a bad guy necessarily. She's got a pretty good handle on the fact that he's going after people that need to be stopped. He's basically a vigilante. And yet she's also saying you're going to end, like, I am going to put you behind bars or you're going to end up bleeding out somewhere. You're going to die. So she may agree with his morality, but she doesn't agree with his methods, which is totally fair. That's the difference between a cop and a vigilante, at least a good cop and a vigilante. I can't help but kind of get Batman vibes out of this whole show because Finch and Reese are basically, combine them and you've got Batman. You know, Reese is the soldier, the warrior, the physical specimen, all of that. And Finch is the detective. And together they combine forces to be Batman. Basically, they're vigilantes. They're going after the bad guys. They're detectives solving these mysteries because all we've got is a social security number to go on. I dig that. And then we've got this cop who is going after them but also understands them. It may turn into more of an ally as we go deeper into the show, or not. You know, we also have this other cop that we introduced who is sort of our source of info, but obviously we're not going to see him every episode. It's a small cast. I dig it. We get a fresh story every week, and I think it's going to stay that way for a while. And we've also got interesting flashbacks this time, flashing back to crossing paths with Jessica 5 years after he re-enlisted, I suppose. Now he's apparently working CIA or something along those lines. And she would have waited for him, and yet she's engaged, and while she's engaged, she says, you could tell me to wait right now, and she would stick around for him, and he couldn't do it. It's easier to be alone because we all end up alone. So we're narrowing time frames at least. We know that he's presumed dead sometime after that, unless he was already under an assumed identity and he just happened to bump into her. I don't feel like any meetings this guy has with, that Reese has with anyone he knows from his past, I don't believe any of those meetings are accidental already. But yeah, it's a fun show. I'm enjoying the episodic nature of it for now. But I have a funny feeling that that's going to evolve. But I'll totally do this for a while. In any case, I'm looking forward to next week. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, until next week, everybody. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.